Hello and welcome everybody to another Jeffrey's Joysticks video. This afternoon I'm hoping to continue on from where I left off in the previous video, which was I stripped down that fusty old Mad Catz PE that I bought off eBay. So yeah, there's a few tweaks I need to adjust on this now from the last time. I'm just going to work on it, see what it takes me until it either gets dark or I just lose interest and think about other things to be doing on the Saturday evening. So let's just get stuck in and see what we can achieve in whatever or however time I spend on it. So yeah, my thoughts on continuing on. Basically what was happening was with the changes that I decided to go with, it required me to order more parts from Focus Attack. And yeah, basically there was a long delay, and I wasn't entirely sure if it was to do with this whole bridge falling down sort of thing that's happened, whether or not my package was stuck in a container on that boat. I'm not sure, but it took about 18 days before it arrived on my doorstep yesterday. So basically, what I'm going to start off with is just taking away some of the items that I bought. So these are like Buttercade snap out tools. Hopefully I can use these in the near future. Apparently they're meant to make it a heck of a lot easier for you to get old buttons out of cases and things like that, so I'm all about that. Work smarter, not harder. So yeah, 24mm, 30mm size buttons. So they'll be put to good use in the near future. So the buy famous crowd. So that's it's like a Nutric cover, which will feature on the back. So that's that, yeah. And then I've got these little. Oh yeah, that's the antenna for a wireless antenna housing. So hope to put that to good use. Can't really guarantee it'll happen today, but we'll wait and see. And then yeah, there's another one that's so you've got kind of like an inverted edition. So I'll explore that avenue closer to the time. Now, these are the bad boys right here. These are kind of like clear translucent buttons, 24mm. So yeah, primarily I was going to go for the 30mm, which you can see here. However, that would leave no scope. Well, basically, I was to try and show you. This is where it proves me wrong, but I was led to believe that these little housings for the wireless antenna would be more suited for a 24mm. So that's why I purchased a 24mm button recover. These are like the 30mm, which was what I was originally going to go with. So basically, what I'm hoping to achieve shortly is basically to strip these back, and then it's incredible, right? Because I used to build like wooden joysticks when back in the day when I still stayed at home with my mum. And yeah, I found this little gem here. This is artwork. Oh, hang on, quick one. That way, yeah, try not to crease it, but yeah, this is like artwork dated back from when I tried to make Pac-Man Raspberry Pi kind of wooden stick back in the day. So I'm hoping to try and try to transfer these little guys and get them somehow squeezed into these little 24mm buttons, and then that's going to feature at the back of the stick. So that's what I'm going to try and do at the moment. I'm going to try and clip these bad boys out. There's one little straggler. That's actually a good shout. Maybe even get him test. See how he looks once you take one of these covers out. Come on, you. There we are. Right. So let's have a swatch. Right, let's keep you at arm's reach at the moment. See that. Right, what do I need here? First hand actually, because I'm going to change. I'm going to have black casings, not the clear. I'm going to use a like translucent plunger. I'm going to use black casings to match the case itself. Let's get one of those out. Double bit at the bottom, naturally. Right, let's see how this feels out. So yeah, you've all been good and behaving yourselves since the last video. Now I know that the surroundings are completely different as to how they were in the previous, but unfortunately I don't have sufficient power in the spare room. And yeah, I don't want to get my PC back from the shop where it's currently at until the room is 100% finished, and then that way, it's safe. As it currently stands, it's just, nah, it's not safe enough at the moment. I'll just wait until it's done patiently, and then, yeah, I'll be able to do my videos in the spare room, but all I can do at the moment is just go with the PC in the living room, and that was easy. Easy, easy. Um, yeah, just need to roll with that. Now, the thing is, I haven't actually experimented with Sanwa when translucent buttons are concerned. I was using like the Sam Duxa Brown edition. So bear with me as I try and suss out how I'm able to take the casing off so I can apply the artwork. Which I'm hoping that is the case and it's not one complete unit, otherwise this is all for nothing. Surely to goodness you can prize that out somehow. Let's try this method. It's probably not the right method, but you know what? Right. BRB, I'm going to suss this out and I'll come back to you. Right, so I'm back. So thankfully, it was just a case of just being able to like prise it off gently. Well, it just seemed a heck of a lot tight. So this is what I'm after. And this is going to be interesting because like it says this little fella here. Damn, that is one heck of a, yeah, that's going to be interesting to try and hold that sucker down and then try and, yeah. But at least there's let's hope anyway. At least I can more or less cut that artwork out. I'm not going to use him. This is just an example because that piece clearly it's folded and everything else. It's just going to be rubbish when you finally glue that sucker in, put the translucent casing over. So I'm going to work my magic with these guys. So he'll fit. He might get clipped. He might. He'll fit. That's okay. He'll fit. Cherry, I think, might be a struggle. Yeah. No, maybe not. A little slight clipping, but yeah. So BRB, I'm going to cut these bad boys out. I'm going to have them all pre-cut, and then it's just a case of hopefully I'll have these all ready for applying, and we can start gently gluing them in, let them set, and then I'll think about possibly progressing to the next step. So BRB. So yeah, on a confessionary note, I gave it a wee trial and tried it with the craft knife, and it came up short. So yeah, it wasn't so good with the craft knife, so made an attempt using the scissors. Slightly better result, but yeah, it was just slightly short, which I'm just going to show you at the moment. So, it's the result there. So it's just a wee bit shy around the edges, but I reckon if I was to put the plunger behind it, it might cover it up, but I'm just going to, what I've done is, like I've just used the template, the plunger template here, and I've just placed it over the top, tried to guide it as best as I can so I don't see any of the drawing peeking out the edges here. And then because it's so footery and this piece of paper's creased because it's just been lying about at my craft desk back at my mum's all these years, it's just been lying about, so I've just more or less just held it in place using a screwdriver, pencil, just gently went round it. So that's how I plan on doing it. Whether or not it's going to work okay, wait and see. So cut away, keep your scissors clean, sharp enough, so there's no excuses on that front. It's just need to be patient. So let's get to it. Just right. Got myself out of this situation. I'm trying to round it off because all that's going to happen is I'm not going to get that manoeuvrability. So let's get that out of the equation. But, I mean, these are set for 30mm buttons on I'd done my Pac-Man prototype. Oh, easy 2007 I think it was. To try and resurrect these little fellas. I'm willing to take that risk because for the printer that I used, the ink will have dried out 16 times over since the last time I used it, and it's so old school. I think it still uses like LPT1 connection, so it just shows you the age of the printer. That is just very old fossil now. As best as I can. See how that looks. So I've got, I think I've got about three definite I need to, yeah. So that's going to be housing the wireless antenna. That's for USB, and then just three buttons. So I've got a few attempts to try and get it right or to the best that I can. So wait and see. I just need to take my time, pause in between, like see hopefully the desired result. So let's get pinky out, prise pinky out gently. Or, right, okay. Let's prise pinky out in a better manner than this craft knife, which got cheap out of, I think it was Hobbycraft or something. It's not a brand, I just thought, craft knife, could do with a spare couple of craft knives, and yeah, that's not a desired result as after. So, come on, you, out you come. You're not going to come out now, you. Stop it. Hop. Well, see you. Right, let's see how this chappy looks once a U placed on your plunge air. So I'll probably find it just needs trimmed back. It does as well. Look at that, so much excess. Right, okay, this is probably where I messed up the last time, so I think how do I go about this? I wonder if there's a way to do it. That's far too much excess, far too much. I was hoping I could find a way that I could see where I needed to cut without actually having to cut it, if you know what I'm saying. Unless I do that, flip it, that's not really helping my cause here because it's basically, I just need to trim it slightly, but if I get this wrong then I've messed it up, man, so I need to get it right. This is where it gets awkward, so right, here it comes, putting it back, and already I can feel it move just as I'm preparing myself. I need to make sure I get daylight here so that I can see when I'm cutting. Go gently. Prune back. Bit tight. Probably best to get this done whilst it's daylight because it's the only way I want to be doing it. How crappy my lighting is in the house in general. The electrician was to walk in my house, he would just laugh at it. Like, oh my god, who did the work in here? Tom, Dick and Harry. Harry's pal Barry. Everybody's had a wee shop for a wee case of Stella. Already I've noticed this thing move as I've been going around it, so I'm not entirely convinced this is actually going to be a good cut. Yeah, there's a bit of movement. And see me, I'm going to get a centimetre for a print off, man, so it's in 24mm button format. I don't think this method's going to work, to be honest, but I can't see any other way of getting around it, to be honest. Excuse the garages outside, they've just been paid on Thursday and they're still spending that free money. Too much of that nonsense. I was deduct what I pay in tax on the week. I could afford to get my own car. Nah, like contributing to society. On their lifestyles. Right, I think that's the best I'm going to get. There's a little smidgy bit pruned back. Right, it's just a little bit. It's annoying my OCD. Right, let's see how that looks now. The moment of truth there. Right, looks tight. Tight. It's too much. I just want to place them in there. That's too slack, man. I don't like that. Oh, what's going on here? Well, it's going to have to do. I have to do. It's not great by any means. So I'm just going to test that out. There's the thing. Yeah. Test that out. See how it looks. If it's bearable, then hard to tell because white plunger. I might get away with it. Do you know what? I'm just going to carry on the way I'm doing it. That's it. There's wee imperfections, but ideally I would have liked to have these printed off in the 24, but this sheet's dating back as far as, oh boy, 2007, 2008, so that's when it actually had 30mm buttons. Printed, cut, and applied into translucent plungers. However, those buttons are, I think they're Crown or Sanduxer, either of the two, one of the two. So I can't really mix and match, having like Sanwas and Crown, Sanduxers. The complications would be with that. I'm not really entertaining complications. I just want it that I get fault finding on the simplest of things first. Just maintain simple fundamentals and then I can deviate, work on. So yeah, that's one cut out. I'm going to repeat the process for the other three here, and then hopefully when I come back you're going to have them lined up. At least you know the process between holding the plunger down, lining it out the best you can, trim the outline, and then use the plunger to actually then trim back the best you can. But just it's my OCD kicking in. It might seem okay once it's attached into the case and everything's all done, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, here we Alright guys and girls and all you wonderful people, I'm back. So just this is like the final trim, and what I've kind of sussed out was that instead of me trying to hold it by hand and trying to go round it, managed to source my pair of tweezers. So yeah, I'd highly recommend if you are going to try your hand at trimming back artwork to squeeze into translucent plungers and buttons. And my method is basically just trying to keep a hold of the tweezers, using the plunger as the outline, and then just like really take your time with it and just keep trimming back around the edge whilst keeping that tight grip on the tweezers front, so that I'm going to have the bit of paper underneath kind of moving. And it's not great because I've got a few that I've already done via this method, but it's better than the very beginning, the first effort I tried with the craft knife and everything else. So all I've been doing is just gently grabbing one end, rotating so, but maintain that tight grip around, and then just trim back. It's difficult because I'm now starting to see that daylight is slowly coming away from it, and the light in my living room is absolute garbage. So I need to move quick, make haste on the cutting front. I'm already finding it quite difficult, to be honest, because the plunger itself is white, small, quite difficult. Just guide on what's going on. It's always, once you finish, and you're always curious as to how it looks once you take the plunger away. Note to myself, next time I do a video, I need to get a can of amber out to take the stir out my throat, do that a bottle of time. It's the worst of luck. Gently go around, trimming and trimming and trimming, checking. So wee bit of mist there. Just the final bit. Now the cherry, there is going to be some clipping anyway, but I'm hoping that the clipping is paid off and that the bulk of the cherries remain intact, and I just clip off the top of it. You may see just shortly. See a little outline there. Yeah. I think I'll do that. I can't see. Yeah, I think I'll do it. Can't really nip away anymore, to be honest. Ideal. I mean, these are by no means craft scissors. We really invested in like a little nimble set, but I've not really had to do tasks. But let's see how this looks now. Release the tweezers. That's a pretty good effort. I don't like blow my own trumpet, but I don't know if you can see that very well because, like I said, there's shitty lighting. But try and hold it by the Try and hold it by the tweezers. Don't know if you can see that very well. The camera. Nah, but yeah, all will be revealed once get them glued into their plungers. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now that I've finally got them cut out the best I can really, but I highly recommend that you use tweezers with that technique that I did back there. However, if you do this in the regular, please leave a mention in the comments. I'm all ears on better ideas on how to get artwork wedged into 24mm push buttons. So yeah, if you do watch my videos over a cup of tea, lying in your bed, piss bored or whatever, then yep, please fire away because I'm all about your adventures, your experiences, and I'm a great believer that knowledge is power. So I'll come back and I'll show you once I strip back the remaining buttons, because yeah, it's starting to get dark outside. So I'll get this task finished and that'll do me for the day. Possibly might mount the new trick into that panel at the same time, so it's all done, ready for install. We'll wait and see, but yeah, I'll come back to you and then you'll see he's all set behind these lovely translucent little pieces here. So there's an awful lot of BRB, but it's just to save you. You know how it's done anyway. It's just a case of I'm just going to take each piece and I'm just going to gently hold it in place using a tweezer. Maybe even not even bother. It might be just a case of just, where is it? Yep. So before I proceed actually, because you won't actually see the stuff that I use here, so flip mode that background there. So it's Yoo-Hoo Creative. Suitable for cardboard and craft paper. All the other stuff in the small print there, but just if you're curious as to what stuff I use in order to get the artwork hugging onto the plungers. I mean, you might not even need to glue them in, but it's just, I don't want it that, I finally get these push button fittings wedged in into the panel, and then yeah, you find that the artwork is like spinning round the plunger, for instance. I'm not sure, but I'm just eliminating that completely. Get it tied down, well in this case it glued down, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, BIB. Right guys, I'm back. I'm just going to show you how to do basically the whole routine from more or less removing the plungers to applying the glue onto the artwork and then directly onto the plungers. So just flat-headed screwdriver, smallest you can possibly get. You can see that in the camera. That'll suffice. Because as you can see, these is that section there. That way, yeah. Poor lighting, sorry, but it's not exactly the best lighting outside. So that there and this screwdriver will suffice. So I'll get stuck in. Thankfully, what being Sanwa is they're relatively good quality, so I've not actually come across it where I've went to remove a plunger and these little pieces have snapped. So that's testament, you know. No point in buying nonsense, man. So I'm going to be using black surrounds, translucent plungers. I think this is what I'm going to do today, is just get those done before it's dark, and time's getting on a bit on a Saturday, it's getting into the evening. So I've done a wee bit. It's been a wee adventure, which is, I guarantee you, this is going to prove me wrong. No, it's not, thankfully. I was just talking about plungers and, quality. So thankfully these little covers do come off. It's just, yours truly went and trimmed his nails back. So it's just a case of just digging a nail in there, trying to get it out. It should eventually pop. Probably not going to pop because I'm filming, naturally. So bear with me, try and get inside. Don't want to damage the exterior. There we are, pop. So I'm going to move that to the side, clear the area because the glue does get a bit messy. There we are, that's what we're after. Beautiful. So try and clear the area. So, a couple of droplets of glue from the other two. I'm going to be using this little fella here. Hopefully there's no residue glue remaining on the tweezers, so I'm just going to, and I'm going to flip hands as well. That ready. And place. Now, how I've been applying it is I've just been using like a flat-headed brush, like so. A bit of residue in the end, but it's the last one, so it's all gravy. Hopefully it's not going to alter anything that I'm trying to work on. Just got him ready to go. We'll set the plunger to the side. Now, this is quite droopy stuff, guys, so what you might find is it might start to ooze out. So I'm just going to get myself prepared, ready. No, right, fine, you're going to be fussy with me. Take you to the edge, grab you then. And it, right, so a wee droplet of glue. Now you don't need much, guys, so just wary, because remember we're working with paper here. It's not like, see, the previous time is that I was applying it onto like glossy, so I don't know if you can see, you probably maybe just see it, so I'm just going to gently just spread it, paying particular attention to the edges. You say you don't need much, it's just, I don't know if these things will spin over time. I'm just trying to eliminate that. It's a dirty brush now, that is. It's not good, so yeah. Very dirty brush. I'm not going to apply it on there. So all I did was just more or less just try and get it in position, like so, and then just gently place like so. And then once I get hold of it, I'm just trying to like knead out, if there is any excess, let it ooze out the edges, rather than just having like this bubbly mess right in the middle. So just kind of knead it out the best you can. And then just before you do the final, just take your finger in the middle and just knead out the centre. So if there was any residue stuck in the middle from when you've applied the droplets, you can almost just get that finely oozed on out there. And that's that. So just give that a wee push so it's in place. Grab your translucent window piece, pop that in there. Still apply a wee bit of pressure, just ensure that the glue will take hold. And then how I'm doing this is when I actually come to wire, I'm having it that these connections are facing that way rather than just having like, you know, one button that's randomly sitting at that angle and so forth. So I'm just trying to keep it so that it's easier for when I finally get around to wiring. I can just go, and they're all in that same format. So in order for me to do that, I need to ensure that I'll use a screwdriver just to point out here. So you see this little section in here, it's facing like that, and that is going to interconnect with this piece here, which is then attached on with the artwork. So I just need to make sure that everything marries up together. So let's get that, that's ready. I want to have it set as such, and then I want to apply artwork well, like so, and that way that's going to connect in. Come on, misbehave now just because I'm recording. Do it. Right, here we are. That should be centre in. That's still no satisfied. Is it? Is that in? That's what she said. Right, so as I was trying to explain, guys, so there's artwork there, like that, so you can see it properly, like so. And then you've got this piece, which is going to line up that, flip mode that, plunger, hopefully it's going to line up with so, yes, just like that. And then these are the ones that I'm going with. So I've got the cherries, little green fairy, flip mode. It's terrible, guys, I'm so sorry. At least the video quality is slightly better than what the old Razor Kyle was, so I've got those. And then got the got the ghost as well. Once he finally gets the pill, starts chasing awareness. So, guys, I think I'm just going to conclude the video. I've done a wee bit. I'm happy with that. And then you saw the difficulties from where is he? He's disappeared. I've just got rid of him. He's just like, you're getting binned, mate. Here we are. So there's one of them, and that was at the very beginning when I tried to use the craft knife. You can bear that camera angle. Yeah. So when I tried to use the craft knife originally, they cut it out. This way, yeah. And as you can see, it's quite rough around the edges. So scrap that idea. Yeah, so it's learning curves, and if you've never done this before, then hopefully that'll inspire you to get similar tools. These are flat headed brush to apply the glue, and that way you can see the residue on that dirty brush. So if you are going to do this, do it quickly, be prepared well ahead in advance, unlike yours truly here, who was like taking plungers out of things whilst the glue was still setting from the previous application. So key is try and keep a clean brush for when you're going to be applying on to the back of the artwork. So yeah, there we have it, guys. These little fellas here, I don't know if you can see that. It's, like I said, it's inverted. I'm not going to sit very well once they're actually slotted into the case. So yeah, a big screen close up. I can't get this angled right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it what was a late afternoon into early evening. Geez, well, it's dinner time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll probably just continue on doing bits here and bits there. So I guess I'll conclude maybe sec. So yeah, this is a better conclusion, guys. And that way you can see the buttons better as well, rather than the top down. So you can see these. There we are, get the green ghost in there, we got a bit of light involved. Cherries. Obviously it'll look a lot better once it's attached in with the case. So I say little fellas, that, dropping things now. And little blue ghost. There we are. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. I've got a wee bit of tidying up to do. Follow them with some dinner, and I think I deserve a cold beverage of some sort. So have a good weekend, however you spend it. Behave yourselves, and yeah, keep your eyes out on the next one. Yeah, see you later.